inheritance of two genes. Okay, so now Mendel did the experiments taking two characters for the pea plant. Okay, he did this inheritance of two genes, or you can call that as dihybrid cross. Taking two characters, that is seed shape and seed color. So seed shape can be round, round, wrinkled, and seed color is yellow or green. So when we talk about these two different traits, okay, this round is the dominant trait, this wrinkled is the recessive one, this is the dominant trait, and this is the recessive one. So in starting of the dihybrid cross, Mendel took two parents. One was the dominant parent having dominant seed shape and seed color, and other was the recessive parent. Okay, here gamete formation part is very important, so you have to see it properly. Okay, so the parents were, as we are what, diploid organism, pea plant is diploid, so he took these two parents. We are writing here RR and YY because we are taking two characters, as we are talking about dihybrid cross, that is inheritance of two genes. We are talking here about the inheritance of two genes, and these two genes are responsible for two characters, that is seed shape and seed color. Okay, so now this is the parent that is having round yellow seeds, and this wrinkled and green seeds. So they will form the gamete. So gametes will be of four types. Okay, this will be RY, RY, RY and RY. See, this R will combine with this will combine with this R can combine with this Y, and this can combine with this. Okay, so these will be the possibilities. So we can say that in common the gamete produced is RY. When we talk about the wrinkled green plant, the gamete produced will be small ry, small ry, small r small y and small r small y. Okay, here round, for round shape we have taken the capital R because it is the dominant, and for yellow color we have taken the capital Y because the yellow color is dominant, and same Y is in small letters and R is in small letters because wrinkled and green are the recessive characters. Okay, so these are the gametes. So commonly we can say that here the gamete is capital R capital Y, and here the gamete is small r and small y. Okay, so the F1 generation parents were having what? Were having combination, that is R Y, RR and YY. So this was the parent, or this was the offspring. Okay, now this will become parent when we do the F2 generation, and will form the F2 generation. Okay, now this will combine, this is the male gamete, these are the, suppose this is the male plant and this is the female plant. So the combination will be, this will be combining with this can combine with this can combine with this, and this can combine with this. So in all the possibility, the genotype we will get will be this. but as we know the round shape and yellow color is dominant, so the parent form will be having round yellow seeds. Okay, the parent will be having round and yellow seeds. Okay, now we'll take, as we know that for F2 generation we take the F1 generation plants as parents, so we'll take these two and we'll produce the gametes. Okay, RR, YY, this is one parent, and here we are doing selfing. Now in this step the gamete formation step is very important. Okay, here various combinations will be achieved. Okay, as it is a dihybrid cross, two different characters will be there in the gamete, so this R can combine with this Y. So the first gamete, the gamete which will be formed will be RY. Now this R can also combine with this small y, so the second gamete formed will be capital R small y. Now this small r can combine with capital Y, so the third gamete will be, and here the small r can combine with the small y, so this will be the fourth gamete. Okay, similarly for this plant the gamete will be, this R can combine with this Y, so it will be R and Y, first gamete. This R can combine with this small y, so capital R and small y. Third, this small r and capital Y, and small r and small y. Okay, so this will be the combination, and here the gametes will be formed, will be like this. These are what? These are the gametes. Now here you have to keep a point in mind that the gamete formation will never be like RR, YY, YY or RR, because here we are talking about what? We are talking about the dihybrid cross, and as we are talking about inheritance of two gene, in gamete also there should be presence of the two gene, that is for round color and yellow, seed color and seed shape. So these combination will not be possible as you are doing a dihybrid cross and you are just taking a single character. Okay, so this will not be possible. Now these gametes are formed. Now we'll see the various organisms which will be formed because of this gamete. Okay, so we'll get 16 organisms because of this cross, as there is 4 probability of gametes, that is 4 in each male and female. Okay, so here suppose this was the first gamete RY, the second was capital R small y, this was the small r capital Y, and this was the small r and small y. Here we will say what? This is the male and this is the female. This will be here. Okay, capital R and small y, small r and capital Y, and small r and small y. Okay, so this is the male and this is the female. Okay, so the combinations will be like that. These two will combine and the organisms we'll get will be present in this box. Then this and this will combine, we'll get here. This and this will combine, we'll get here. Okay, so this, let us do that. The first one will be RR, YY. So now it's necessary as to avoid confusion that what you don't write this as RY and RY. Okay, this will be confusing when you conclude the result. So it's easy as we keep the both characters we keep the trait for each character with each other, okay, like this, capital R, and this, okay. So the second probability will be capital R, small y, capital Y and small y. This will be capital R, small r, capital Y, then capital R, small r, capital Y and small y. Then we have to combine this, capital R, capital Y, small y, this capital R, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and then capital R, small y, and small y. Okay. Next, this will combine capital R, small r, capital Y, capital R and small r, capital Y, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, capital Y, small y. Then this capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and finally small r, and small y. So these will be the 16 organisms which we get during the dihybrid cross. And here we can say that how you will conclude that in this organism you are having 2R and 2Y capital. So this will be round in yellow. This will also be round in yellow. This will be round in yellow. Okay, because capital R and capital Y, this will be round in yellow. Okay, this will be round in yellow. This will not be round in yellow. This will be round in green because small y is there. This will be round in yellow. Okay, this will also not be round in yellow because small y is there. This will be round in yellow. This will be round in yellow. Okay, this will not be round in yellow. This will also not be round in yellow. Okay, this will be round in yellow. This will not be there. This will not be there, and this will also not. So we can say that 9 organisms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 organisms which we get here are round and yellow. Okay. Then we'll find the round and green. Okay, we'll find round and green. So this will be round in green. Okay, this will be round in green, and the third one will be, this will be round in green. So we get 3 organisms which are round in green. Now we'll have 3 organisms which are wrinkled and yellow, okay. So this is wrinkled and yellow, we'll put a star here. This will be wrinkled and yellow, okay, and this will be wrinkled and yellow. So 3 organisms will be wrinkled and yellow. And finally what is left here, this organism is left, which is the parental type, okay, that is wrinkled and green. So one is wrinkled and green. So here we can say that we got 9 organisms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 9 plants we got, 9 offsprings we got were round in yellow, that is 9:3:3:1, and 3, the dotted one, were round in green, 3 were wrinkled and green, and 1 was the wrinkled green, this one, okay. So from dihybrid cross we were able to get the law of independent assortment, which states that during the production of the offspring in F1 and F2 generation, the 2 characters which were together in a particular parent were able to independently assort from each other. Okay, they were independently separating from each other, and it was not that these two will always remain with each other. If this happened, then these 6 organisms we would have not found here. Okay, so these were not the parental types, and these were observed because there was the law of independent assortment, that is the separation of the 2 characters during the generation after generation. So this is all about the dihybrid cross, that is inheritance of 2 genes. From monohybrid cross we got the 2 laws of Mendel, that is law of dominance and law of segregation, and from dihybrid cross we got the 3rd law, that is law of independent assortment. So here if the question comes for the dihybrid cross, this is the phenotype, that is 9:3:3:1, and you have to find the genotype of this. Okay, you have to find the genotype of this cross. Genotype will be the genetic composition. You have to see as to which plants are having the same genotypic composition. Okay, and you have to make a ratio of these plants. Okay, so this was all about the dihybrid cross.